This puzzle is called Uplift by fuxia maybe? Got it from the Sudoku Testing Submissions channel of the CTC Community Discord. Let's take a look at the rules. So digits cannot repeat in cages and they sum to the value in the corners. That's just normal killer Sudoku. So these digits are going to add up to 21 and we can't repeat. So these couldn't both be 1, for example. One of them could be a 1, of course, but we couldn't put another one because obviously that would be a repeat. Digits along the marked diagonal cannot repeat, so this will be a set of the digits 1 to 9, just like every row and column and 3x3 region. And also digits in a chess knight's move apart. Wait, sorry, let me read that again. Digits a chess king's, why did I say knight? I cannot read. Digits a chess king's move apart cannot be the same. So what that means is if this was a 1, we could not put a 1 here or here. If we had a 1 in the corner, we could not put a 1 in any of these spots either. All of these would be broken because a king can move to any space directly next to it. So, yeah, that's how that would work. Yeah, I think that's all the rules. I do not know how hard this puzzle is. I'll put a link to the puzzle down below if you want to give it a try yourself. Let's get going. So there's a few things I see here. The easiest 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 15, it's either 6, 9, or 7, 8. For 5, it's either 1, 4, or 2, 3. For 14, it is 5, 6, 8, 9. Or sorry, it's either 5, 9, or 6, 8. And for 6, it's either 1, 5, or 2, 4. So 21 and 6 cells is actually the minimum. Sorry, yeah, the minimum you can make in 6 cells. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means that this 5, 6 is going to be somewhat hard to fit in here. One of the 5 or 6 is going to be fairly hard to put in here. If we tried to make this a 5 or a 6, let's say this is a 5. We know that there's a 5 up here in pink somewhere. But this 5 rules out everything in pink. Because these are all the same region, this is the same row, and this is a king's move away. So this could not be a 5. Yellow could not be a 5 or a 6. Because yeah, 6 is the same thing. We need to put a 6 in pink, but putting the 6 here means that it's ruled out from pink. So this can't be a 5 or a 6, which... And I guess that means whatever this digit is. Where's this digit? I'll change this to yellow. Where is yellow going to be in pink? Again, these are still the same region. This is still the same row. Yellow is going to end up right here. So this is going to be 5, 6 as well. Oh. Okay. So now let's forget about pink for a second. Where does yellow go in row 3? It can't go along here. And it's not a 1, 2, 3, or 4, so this will be yellow as well. This will be a 5 or 6. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so let's look at, I think, yeah, I saw this. 39 is the most you can make in 6 cells. It's everything but 1, 2, and 3. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we run into the same problem as we had up here. So we have pink, and if we try to put 4 or 5 into this cell, well, where are we going to put this 4 in pink now? We can't. Because, again, now it's column, region, and king's move away. So this can't be a 4 or 5. And again, we have this yellow here. And where do we put yellow and pink now? We can't put it in any of these spots. So this is yellow. So this must be 4 or 5. And now we can forget about pink and look at column 7. Where can we put yellow into column 7? We need to put a 4 or a 5 into column 7. And we've already used yellow in those regions, so yellow needs to show up in here. Well, the only spot that 4 or 5 could go is if it's here. Which is going to make this 5 and this 5. But is also going to work backwards over here. We had these two as yellow and this is yellow. So these must be 5 as well. Okay, and then so this can't be a 1, this can't be a 4, this can't be a 9, this can't be a 6. Okay. Now what's next? That was very cool to begin with, but now I'm a bit lost. 7 and 8, right along, or somewhere down here, for whatever help that is. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure I see what to do with that, unfortunately. Okay, what about here? We need a 2 and a 3. Hmm. So the thing I see, I don't know if this is helpful directly. So we have this 7 and 8 in row 3. I guess 9 is going to be over here. I guess that's a little helpful. And 6, no, 6 could be over here, but 9 can't be over here because of this 9 right here. Right, okay. So 9 is in here. I don't think that matters at all, at least for the moment. Um, so where do 7 and 8 go in this region? It can't go along in any of these spots. So 7 and 8 are within pink. At most, one of them can go into the 10 cage. Obviously, 7 plus 8 is 15, so you couldn't have both of them in there. But you could have like 2 8 up here, and then put the 7 down here. I don't know how that helps. If we put both 7 and 8 outside the cage... Yeah, if we put both 7 and 8 down here, that would... Whoops, down here. That would actually help a lot, because we could say, well, this can't be 7 or 8 anymore. So this is 6, 9. Maybe let's think about what this... I think actually I said we could put a 7 or 8 in here. I think actually there is a 7 or 8 in here. Um, so there are 4 ways to make 10 in 2 digits. But we can't do 1 9 because we've already said the 9 must be down here in order to put a 9 into row 3. So this can't be 1 9. What happens if we try to put 4 6 in here? That rules 4 6 out of here and 4 6 out of all of these, and now we need to put 4 and 6 into this one cell. Or you could look at it as we have 4 cells that are from the digits 1 2 3, and we can't have repeats, which obviously doesn't work either. So 4 6 does not work in that 10 cage. So this is either either 2 8 or 3 7. With... Okay, maybe that's what we need to look at. So, oh, it's really cool if this... Yes, I think this is what's gonna happen, and this is really cool. I really like this. So this cell, or sorry, this cage has a 2 or a 3 in it. We don't know which. It has one of them. Where does that cell go within pink? We have this pesky pink cage that keeps being used. I call it pesky, but it's actually super helpful. So where can we put this 2 or 3 in pink? Well, we can't put it here because it's the same region. We can't put it along here because it's the same row. So this is yellow once again. Or we can figure out where yellow is once again, I should say. It's not the cell once again. I don't know. So this is the 2 or 3. This is the yellow 2 or 3. Now where do we put yellow in row... whatever row this is, 3. I can count to 3. Just want to make sure you realize I can count to 3. It's not a big problem for me usually. Where can we put yellow? It has to go into this 5 cage because it's not 5 itself. Well, if we put one of 2 or 3 into the 5 cage, we have to put the other of 2 or 3 into the 5 cage as well. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I can't type now. Okay, so now we have 2... We've figured out that this is a 2-3 pair from there. Now let's look down here because this has been symmetric. Oh, so we can do the same one thing. Well, same but opposite. 1 must be along here because we need a 1 in column 7. So this can't be 1 9. And again, if we try to make this 4 6, in pink, we get rid of 4 6 from too many spots. This has to be both 4 and 6, which obviously doesn't work. So this is not 4 6 either. So this is a 2 3 7 8. So now where do we put 7 or 8 into pink? Oh, sorry, this specific, the yellow 7 8. The other one can go anywhere, but the yellow 7-8 has to go here. And then we can do the same thing. Where does yellow go into column 7? It must go up here. So it's not 9, whoops, it's not 9-6. So we have 7-8 up here. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. I like how it's been sort of the same thing, but also not quite the same thing. Okay, yeah, okay, so this row needs a 9. And I guess this cell will be the other one, right? Let me think a second. This cell, the 2, 3 in here is the same as this 2, 3. We have a 7 and 8, we have the other 7 and 8. So what's in this row? We need a 9. And we need whatever digit we put in here. It's not going to be a high digit because it can't, or it's not going to be a very high digit. It can't be 7, 8, or 9 because we literally just said 9 is one of them. The other one can't also be 9. So the second digit up here needs to be from 1 through 6, so it will be in pink. It can't also be yellow because we would have 2 of yellow in the same row. Yeah, the second cell in green can't also be in yellow because they're in the same row. So this can't be green. These are all in the same row as green, so that doesn't work. This has to be the green. I don't know how much that helps. To be clear, I don't know how much that helps, but maybe it's... I guess this can't be a 2 or a 3. Green is not a 2 or a 3 because we have 2, 3 here, so this is not 2 or 3. But it is a 1, 4, or a 6. Okay. I imagine we can do something similar vertically. So we need a 1 still in this. So we can put a 1 in here. Oh, and okay. And then the second cell is going to be the same as this. And it can't be a 7 or an 8, so this is not 7 or an 8. Okay. And what are I guess 1, 9, and then 4 and 6. Yeah, I don't know how much that super helped figuring out that logically, that this digit is going to be in here, but maybe a little bit. But what I see is I forgot about the king's move. This 7-8 means this can't be 7-8. And, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the 2, 3, right. So that helps figure things out. Oh, this is actually a 1, 4, 6 triple. So we need a 2, 3. We need the other of 2, 3, the non-yellow 2, 3. And we need the other of this 7, 8. So this is 2, 3, 7, 8. As is this, because we have a 4, 6, 9. Whoop, 4, 6, 9 triple. So it's whichever 2, 3 is not here, and whichever 7, 8 is not here is going along here. Oh, and again, this can't be a 2 or a 3 because that would be king's move away from both of these. And this can't be a 7 or an 8 because it would be a king's move away from both of these. So we can actually whittle down those options a little bit. It might be time to look at this 19 cage. That seems pretty restricted. Let me see if there's something else I see. No, this is going to be a 9, and then whatever 2 digits we don't put in here. So if this is a 1, let's say, this will be 4, 6, 9. Yeah. So I don't think we can really reduce the pencil marks or, make it more clear what's going on. Yeah. And I guess this will be 2, 3, and then whatever this cell is. So, yeah, because whatever this cell is needs to show up in this column. It can't go in here, obviously, because it's in the same region. None of those match up, so it has to go in here. And it's not 2 or 3, so it's, yeah. So if this was a 4, this would be 2, 3, 4. But there's also 3 options there. I don't want to write down 5 options for this cell. despite the fact that I have 5 options written over here. We'll ignore that for right now. I think this is the place to look. So let me just give me 1 second. We need 19 in 5 cells. Excuse me. Let's turn on Notepad so you can see it. There we go, and let's actually make this so you can read it. Okay, so we have 5 options for 19 in 5 cells, and it must include a 5, so we can actually remove a couple of options. It has a 7 or an 8, so it's not this one, and it has a 2 or a 3. Well, it's always going to have a 2, and it's always going to have a 1. So this always needs a 1, but so we know one of these is a 1. Oh, and it can never have a 9. That's something. So this can't be a 9. So let me look here. If this is an 8, this is a 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3 is 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 8 is 19. Yeah, so if this is an 8, this is a 1, 2, 3. If this is a 7, this is 1, or 1, 2, 4. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4s. This can't be a 2 or a 3. And this can't be a 2 or a 3. So we just 1, 4 is just those are the only options. Okay. So it must be this case. So it can't be a 3. And this can't be an 8. Okay, so we're gonna actually get a number of actual digits now. 3, 7, 8, 8, 7, and I've missed that there. Okay. Oh, this 8 now can't go along here. Must go here. This 3 can't go along here. This must be a 3. Okay. Let me just think a second. Is there something else that I'm missing, or do I need to maybe work my way down? I feel like this cell needs to be a 4 or a 6. Right. Right. I think that's... Okay, so where does... Oh, maybe not. Let me just... If this is a 9, I feel like this is going to break things. This becomes a 9, but then this is a 9, and that works just fine. And then this cell becomes this, like I said. It doesn't have to be the corner cell that becomes this. It's the cell that wasn't 9 in this pair becomes that. Similarly, it wasn't the corner cell that becomes this cell. It was the cell that was not a 1 becomes that. So yeah. Maybe I can't figure that out. It feels so close, like I can almost tell you what it is, but I can't quite. So one of these is a 4, which means... Okay, so the corner one can't be a 4, I don't think. If this is a 4, then where do we put a 4 in row 2? It has to be in one of these two. If this is a 4, 4 has to be in one of those two. The only other option is this is a 4, in which case, where do we put a 4 in this column? One of these is a 4. Which means this can never be a 4. If we tried to put a 4 here, let's just look at that to prove by contradiction. Then, where do we put a 4 in this row? Can't be along here, this is a 4. Where do we put a 4 in this column? This is a 4. Now, both of these are 1s, and that breaks for a couple reasons. Right, so the corner cell can't be a 4. Okay. But I still don't feel like we have enough information to... Wait, could this be a 4, actually? I think it could be. Yeah, it could be. It doesn't do... Yeah, it doesn't do the same. I was thinking... If it does have an effect on both of these outer cells, which do have an effect on this, but not in the same way that putting the 4 here does. At least not that I see. Okay, is there any other King's move in this that I'm not seeing? I don't think so. These are in the same cage as are these, so they couldn't have been the same anyway. So what about this? 18 in 3 cells. It's weirdly restricted, but not that restricted. Like, we have a bunch of 7 and 8s looking in, but this could be a 7 or an 8, I believe. And similarly, we have these 3 2s looking in, but this could be a 3 or a 2. No, we couldn't have a 1 or a 4, though. Maybe it is worth looking at. I don't see what else to look at right away. So let's... The 18 and 3 cells. A lot of options. Okay, so it can't have a 1 and can't have a 4. So that's actually a number of options removed right away, but not that many. And this digit, I guess, can't be a 5, which is a bit restricted, but I don't see quite how to use it. Hmm. So this is going to be a 1, 4, 6, 9. With the 9 guaranteed, but ruling 9 out of there doesn't really help. We know 9 can be in either of these. Let's see. Oh, 3, 7, 8 won't work. We can't have 7 and 8 both. Because we only have one spot for 7 or 8. So we never have an 8 in here, I guess. That's weird. That's very strange that we just never have an 8 in here. But we have 2 of 6, 7, 9. This can't be a 9 or a 7. So there's a 7 or a 9 in this pair? Does that matter? Is that... Actually, I need to take a break really quick, so I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. Can never really tell when you'll have something to do at the holidays. Okay, this can't have a 1 or a 4. It can't be 3, 7, 8, right? That was the things that I said? Yeah. Oops, and it can't be 3, 7, 8, yeah. Maybe it's a 5 thing? Let's look at 5s. Because 5 is the only digit we have along the diagonal. Which is why I'm thinking about 5s. Oh, so 5 must be in here. I did not catch that. Okay. I like doing this, like, highlight everything. I don't see a lot of people do it, but I do it a lot. So this must have a 5, so it must be 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's actually really easy. It must be 5, 6, 7. And 5 must be in one of those cells. Okay, we can get rid of the color now. This can't be a 5. These can't be 7, so this is a 7, 6, 5. This can't be a 6, so one of these is a 6. Because this 6 is ruling by Knight's move, both of those. Same over here, neither of these can be a 6. Whoops, 7, 7. There's a 7 down here. Oh, we have a 6 on the line. That's hugely important. So these aren't 4. This is... Ooh, excuse me. This isn't a 4. This isn't a 4. Sorry if you can hear my chair. It is... I feel like I'm not even barely moving, and it is just upset. It's upset at the world. Okay, so we have a 4 along here now. Now that we've ruled 4 out of here, we have a 4 along here. 1, 4, 6, 9. Let me just... Okay, so this can't be a 6. Okay. I think this is how we're looking, at least. Somewhat like this. Oh, and this is 7, 8. 1, 6. This is 2, 3, 6, 9. Whoops. There we go. Oh, this can't be a 9, because no matter where we put a 9 in box 6, it will rule this spot out from being a 9. 9 here is by knights, or sorry, by king's move, and 9s here would just be in the same column. Similarly, oh, we have 6 in one of these, so this can't be a 6 either. Because one of these is a 6. Similarly, one of these is a 6, so this can't be a 6. Oh, one of these is an... Oh, that's not helpful. Oh, one of these is a 1. Okay, this is what it is. One of these is... Whoops. One of these is a 1, so no matter where... If we tried to put a 1 here, that would rule out 1 from this whole region, so this can't be a 1. Okay, let's see. 7 is down here somewhere. Well, we know... Maybe we look at... I'm gonna say 6s, but we really don't know that much about 6s. It can't be there either. I guess we know there's no 6 in the 17... Wait, how do we know? Oh no, this one is because of this pair. This one is because of that pair. This one is because of the line. Maybe we do look at the 17. Can we have a 5 in the 17? I think we can, right? Let's look at this again. Wait, now I'm confusing myself. Let's just make sure I highlight all of this. I need horizontal, horizontal, and then horizontal, gray out all of that. Okay, so there's a 5 down here somewhere. Oh, and no 5 on the diagonal. Right, I already did that one. Okay, so then we have a 5. Oh, and there's a 5 right here that I missed. So we have a 5 over here. So this can't have a 5 or a 6. So that's probably where we need to look. 17 and 3. Let's copy, paste from that. Where's Notepad? Okay. So we can't have a 5 or a 6 in the 17 cage. Let me make sure, get that out. Okay. And we can't have a 6 because this 6 sees the 6 on the diagonal. This pair of 6s, or this pointing pair, there's 6 in one of these, one of these. This can't be a 6, this can't, yeah. Can't have 6. Just wanted to double check that before I started deleting stuff. Okay, so this 17 cage must have a 7. I'm just looking, 179 is actually just possible. 9 would have to go there, 1 would have to go there, so 7 would have to go there. I guess this 7-8 is also pretty tough, but let's look at 7s. Do we actually know much about 7s? No, as we get away from like the top right, we know much less about 7s, unfortunately. Oh, we do know that 7 must be in one of these 3 spots, because we do need to put a 7 along the line. Okay, what about 2, 7, 8? Does that actually work? We couldn't have these be the 7, 8. Sorry about that, I just hit my microphone. I should be able to edit it out just fine, but of course you didn't want to hear that, so I apologize. Where was I? So 7 has to be down here. Oh, if we tried 2, 7, 8, that's what I was looking at. I just had the wrong one highlighted. This couldn't be the 7, 8, but so that means one of these would be a 7 or an 8? Is that a problem in any way? I don't think so. But this has a 7 in it, but it could be in any of the cells. Yeah, I don't see restriction. Oh no. I almost said 6 is restricted in box 5 because of this pair and this pair, but actually that doesn't matter because we already have the the 6 in here. We don't care about that. There's a 6 in one of these, a 6 in one of these. We know there's no 5 in the 14 cage. Is there anything we can do with that? This is getting tricky here all of a sudden. I'm not that it's been easy. Yeah, it definitely has not been easy so far. So if this was 179, this would be the 9. This would be the 1, this would be the 7. Does that break anything? Not that I see. Um, well, yeah, I don't know how helpful this is, but 4 and box 5 can't go on the diagonal because we already have a 4 on the diagonal. So 4 is either going to go along here or along here, which will rule 4 out of one of these two cells. But I don't know, again, how helpful that actually is. Um, what other... So 2 and 3 are in one of these cells. They're not necessarily on the line. What haven't I looked at? Is it just a king's move thing, maybe? I don't think so. Although I could be missing something. Is one of these 5s just like next to a 5 that I'm not noticing? I don't think so. And none of these 5s would put a 5 next to next to another 5, I don't think, because they're all spaced out. What about 7? 7 is... Let's look at where 7 can go. These are all the spots that 7 can go, I think. Because we have these 7s, the 7, the 7, yeah. And we know that there is a 7 in here. If this is a 7, then this is a 7, and then this would be 2, 8. That seems perfectly reasonable, and then one of these would be a 7. I don't see why that would be a problem. What about 6s? 6s are pretty restricted, but I felt like I looked at that. 6s along here, 6s along here. Oh, and then up here as well. Oh, I forgot about these, yeah. So, I don't think that matters. I was going to say, one of these, they both can't be 6. Because that would mean 6 would have to be in the corner. And it can't be in the corner because we put it here. Is it a logic with this corner piece here, maybe? If this is a 1, this is a 1, this is a 6, this is a 6. This is a 1, this is a 4, this is a 1. I don't see why that's a problem. If this is a 9, this is a 9, and this is a 6, this is a 1. This is a 6. Puts a 9 into... If this is an... Maybe that's what we need to look at. So this cell, let's say it's a 9 for the moment. That'll put it here. Which will then put it in one of these two spots. And also put it here. which will put it down here, which actually 9 can't. If this is 9, one of these is a 9. Whoops, one of these is a 9. So neither of these could be 9 because it would be next to. It would be diagonal from, like, by King's move, I mean. We couldn't have a 9 be in either of these, so this would be the 9. Which would rule 9 out of here, but I don't think that necessarily matters. I guess this wouldn't be a 9 anymore, and this wouldn't be a 9 anymore. If this is a 9, this must be the same 9. It must go in here, which forces it here, removes that as the option. Yeah? Okay, so what if it's 1? Let's look at 1. If this is a 1, then this is 1. We have the same thing, similar thing going on, but now 1 can be in one of 2 cells. And actually, this must be the one. If 1 can't go here, it must go here. So 1 is in one of these 2 cells. 1 is along here with the 5 and the 6. Is that a problem in any way? I don't think so. I guess no matter what. Wait, no, not no matter what. This is 2 totally different cases. Never mind. I was gonna say no matter what, this couldn't be a 1 or a 9, but that's not true. It seems like this is, like, almost about to crack, but I do not see. We can at least get all. If we knew this was a 9, we can place all the 9s in the grid immediately. Hmm. Um. Yeah, there's something I'm missing here, and just get rid of the colors right now. If this is a 9, we can place all the 9s. That's obviously super helpful. Does it break somewhere that I'm not noticing if we place all the 9s like this? We couldn't have a 9 in here, but that's fine. We can do 178. Sorry, 278, not 178. We definitely can't ever do 178. This would be 2 digits that add up to 5. That would be fine. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's something going on here, but I'm just not spotting it. What can this be? 1? Can't be 2, 3. Could be 4. Can't be 5, 6, 7. 1, 4, or 9. Ooh. Maybe. Oh, this actually can't be a 4. Because this 4. This is just a 1 or a 9. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to be looking at. What are the options along here? Let me just delete this crap. So we now have 1, 9 paired. So this is 2, 3, 7, 8. This can't be a 7. This can't be a 3 or an 8. This is a 2 or a 7. Let me hide Notepad. I guess you don't need Notepad anymore for the moment, at least. If this is a 2, this would have to add to 12, which could be 3, 9, 3, 9, or 4, 8, I think. If this is a 7, this has to add to 7, which couldn't be 2, 5, because we have the 5s out here. Oh, wait. Here's a reason to bring Notepad back up. We can't have a 3 here. We can never put a 3 in this cell because the options are 1, 7, 9 or 2, 7, 8. And I know this says 2, 7, 8, but this could be the 7 from 179 that we're seeing here. So don't let that trick you. I've definitely done that before, where I've like typed in the options for a K or for a specific cell and thought, oh wait a minute, that must be the options for the whole cage. That's not the case. Could this be could this be an 8? If this is an 8, this is a 7, this is a 2. If this is a 2, this is a 7-8 pair. If this is an 8, this is a 7. 7 goes down here. If this is a 2, if this is a 2, this is a 3, 7, 8. I think there's just something that's just slightly out of reach for me that I'm just not noticing. What about this column? I guess I have quite a bit in this column. We need a 1, 4. We have the 5, 6, 7. Then we need 8 and 9. This can't be a 9 because it sees these 3 9s. All the 9s in box 6. It could be a 4. That would put a 4 here. 1 here. And it could be an 8. This can't be an 8. This can't be a 1. I'm thinking, is there something that is there some way that, like, these cells are both seeing the same cell? Because these two must be different, obviously, because they're in the same diagonal. Oh, this is tricky. There's something I'm not... Okay, the 8 is in one of these cells. That means this can't be an 8, because it would see all 3 of these cells. Does that matter? Oh, similarly, that can't be an 8. Or a 3. This can't be an... These two cells... Rather than saying these two cells, the pink cells... Whoops. The pink cells can't be 3 or 8. Because it would rule 3 and 8 off the entire thing. So what could this... I mean, I think this could be basically everything besides 5, 3, and 8. Or 6. Hmm. I'm just thinking about where I put the 9s before. Seeing if there was something I could figure out. This would be 9, 2, 3. Put a 3 here. Huh. But yeah, I'm not... I keep spotting things that are useless. That are, like, so far useless that it's silly that... The thing I just spotted... One of these is a 6, right? Because, obviously, one of these is a 6, because those are the only 2 spots in the region that 6 can go. That means, like, if this is a 6, then this is not a 6, and this is a 6. The other way around is this is a 6, this can't be a 6, and this is a 6. And it was like, oh, this can't be a 6 then. It's like, well, it couldn't have been a 6 for the past half an hour, so... What am I doing? What about this? Okay, we finished off this column. Let's look at this column, or this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. This again can't be a 9. This can't be a 9. So 9 is in one of these two cells. Oh, this can't be a 3. So one of these is a 9. Oh, this can't be a 9. What am I just took my glasses off. I'm face palming. How long has that been sitting there? How long has that been sitting? I mean, literally a half an hour. This is the 9, this is a 1, this is a 9. Oh my gosh. Which is gonna do the thing with the 9s that I thought about. That's frustrating because this puzzle is really good and I kind of blundered really hard on this. I'm sorry, Fuxia. I'm really enjoying your puzzle. I made it way, 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 way harder than it was supposed to be by just being totally unobservant. 5, 6, 8. This middle one can't be a 5. Oh, this can't be a 1, so this is a 1, 9 pair. Wait, what? Oh no, I already have a 1 in the row. What am I talking about? Oh, I just put that 1 there. Okay, I was like, did I just misnumber this? I don't think I did. I think it was, yeah, I put this 1 later. This is a 6. This is an 8. This is not an 8. One of these is an 8. That's fine. So this can't be a 9. Oh, that makes this a 9. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I think I'm allergic to how badly I have done this puzzle. Yeah. Or it's the cold weather, one of the two. But probably the fact that I've loused up this puzzle so badly. 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, that's not quite helpful. Oh, this can't have a 9 anymore, so it must be 2, 7, 8. And this can't be an 8. So 8 is in one of these. Which means one of these is a 2, so this is a 3. These are not 3s. Not a 3. This can't be a 2. If this was a 2, we couldn't put a 2 in either of these cells. Oh, no, not the same I was gonna say same for this, but this was not, King's Move Away. That's fine. Oh, no, we can keep doing 9s, I forgot. Yeah, 9 is here, this is 2, 3, this is a 9. I was so excited about 9s earlier, and then I just totally forget where I can put the 9s. Oh, there's a 4 there, there's a 6, 2, 3. This is 1, 7. 5, 6, 8, so this is just 5 or 6 because we have an 8 over there. This is 4. Oh, we already have a 5 right here. What am I talking about? This is not 5. This is 5, not 5, 5. This is a 4 or a 6 for the row. I think that just must be 4, actually, because we no place else to put a 4 in the column. This is a 1, 6, which we can figure out right away. Okay. We have a 6 here. Oh, no, that doesn't actually resolve it. Okay, so what am I missing here? Oh, these two are different. Obviously, they're right next to each other. So this can't be a 7 or an 8, so this is a 4. Now this 7 is going to make this an 8. There we go. I made that puzzle so much harder. I can't even begin to guess the difficulty. Probably only like a 2.5 out of 5. Um, this cell is... I'm gonna have nightmares about this cell for the rest of my life. Thank you, Fuxia. That was a great puzzle. I really did enjoy that. The beginning was very beautiful. How we kept using um, these cages, the pink cages here, and kept forcing things around over into box 3. That was really well done. I'm sorry that I last up the end of it so badly. Um, but yeah, I did get through it once I finally, spotted the obvious thing. Yeah, so thank you again for the puzzle. That was great, and thank you all for watching.